Here we are in Germany at the Albstadt World Cup, and we're going to talk through Maxime Marotte's all-new Cannondale F-Si. We've recently ridden the new Cannondale F-Si, and you can find out more about that by clicking the link in the video description. Here we're going to talk about Maxime's build and what the pros do differently compared to what you get in the shops. Starting off with the group set, all of the Cannondale factory racing team have Shimano XT group set, obviously the top spec group set from Shimano. The chainring on the front is a 36 tooth. My colleague Jack and I rode the Albstadt World Cup course, and the climbs are a lot steeper than they look on TV. So the fact that Maxime has got the strength to turn a 36 tooth chainring is pretty crazy. Interestingly, Maxime chooses a mechanical group set instead of Di2, whereas other riders on the team do choose Shimano's electronic group set. Also, he's got a Stages power meter on the left-hand side to see all those crazy watts I suspect he'll be putting out on the course. It's also got this brand new single crown lefty fork. Again, click the link in the video description for more info on this. Tyres, he's gone for Schwalbe Thunderbirds in 2.25 size. Pretty slick tyres on a course that currently is looking quite wet, so God knows how he's going to control that, but I suspect he will. 2.25 is fairly high volume, and on those wider Envy rims they come up pretty wide, so you should get pretty good control out on the course. The front end is pretty interesting. Being a pro means that Maxime obviously wants his front end nice and low, nice and back-breakingly low. So he's got a super short Ritchie stem, which has got a negative rise. And what you probably can see there is that he's also removed the top cap from the headset to get it even lower. Just those few millimeters can really count. Maxime runs look pedals instead of the Shimano pedals, which all the other team riders use. I guess that's just down to a personal preference thing, and it's good to see that riders are allowed to kind of chop and change depending on what they like. Another thing which is custom for the pro riders is the chain guard on the front. It might add a bit of weight, but in a World Cup race, you don't really drop in your chain, so it makes sense. It's got a lovely Envy inline post and Envy bars. Everyone knows that the only reason you have Envy is for the lovely stickers. Oh, Envy branded stickers, can't beat that. Good to see Maxime's on board. Can't say that, can I? Usually you associate XC racers and racing on the whole, they want to save every last scram possible. They do things like you want a tiny rotor, and people even remove bolts from the rotors. Maxime's different because he's got a 180 rotor on the front and a 160 on the back, which for XC racing is pretty big. Goes to show it's not all about saving weight, and having rock solid brakes and a lot of control really matters. Pro logo take care of Maxime's contact points, so we've got some nice and comfy Pro logo grips. Not too thick though, so he's going to be feeling all those little rocks and bumps. The saddle's got a bit of a specialised power look to it. It's pretty short, pretty stubby, so that's going to allow him to kind of pitch himself forward on the bars for those steep climbs. All in all, a pretty uncompromising build for, I suspect, a pretty uncompromising racer, and we look forward to seeing how Maxime gets on in the coming year.